Hey friends, finally the game is almost ready. After such a long wait, the moment we have all been waiting for is almost here. Garten of Banban 8 is just around the corner, and today we are going to talk about some truly incredible news. In fact, the official Garten of Banban 8 page on Steam has just received a new update. Guys, this is very important because every time the page gets updated, it means something big is about to happen. And this time, it could really be the sign that the release of the new chapter is getting closer. In this video, we are going to check out all the details of this update, analyze the most important changes, and we will also talk about new theories about Chapter 8 that could completely change what we know so far about the game. But before we begin, I have a big favor to ask. Subscribe to the channel and leave a like on this video. This way, you won't miss any news, theories, or updates on Garten of Banban 8. Believe me, a lot of things are going to happen in the next few weeks, and I want you to be among the first to know. Get ready, because today we are going on a journey through hidden clues, secret updates, and theories. Now let's take a look at the new updates on the Steam page for Chapter 8. Thanks to the website SteamDB, which allows us to track every single change in real time, we can see that just a few hours ago, there was a brand new important update. But pay attention, because this time it's not about new images, trailers, or official descriptions. No guys, this is about invisible changes that we can't see directly. These are under-the-hood updates, the ones developers usually make to prepare for the game's release. And this is huge news, because as we know, every time the Euphoric brothers update the Steam page like this, it means they are optimizing everything for the official launch. These updates are used to fine-tune every single detail of the page, from internal settings to server configurations, so the game will be perfectly ready to be published at the right moment. Recently, we've noticed that the Steam page for Chapter 8 has been receiving updates much more frequently than usual, and this is a very clear signal. When a game is getting close to its official release, the Steam page almost always receives many small updates one after another. Most of these are invisible changes, the kind we can't see, but they're extremely important because they allow developers to optimize the page and make sure everything runs smoothly. And here's the most interesting part. It's very likely that we'll see even more updates in the next few days. Whenever we see this kind of intense activity happening behind the scenes, it's a strong sign that the release date is getting closer and closer. So get ready, because the next few weeks could be absolutely decisive for Chapter 8. But that's not all. By taking a closer look at the recent activity on the Steam page, I found some very interesting details that could be hiding secret clues about the gameplay of Chapter 8. And now, I want to share with you some amazing theories that could connect these updates to what we're going to see in the game. But guys, the news doesn't stop here. Not only has Chapter 8 received an update on Steam, but another game connected to the Banban universe is also making headlines. I'm talking about Garten of Banban VR. And here we need to make an important clarification. Garten of Banban VR is not a game developed directly by the Euphoric brothers, but it is still an official spin-off in every way. This title is being developed by Rowan H., an independent creator who is part of the Euphoric brothers partner program. This means that even though they are not the direct developers, the game is still part of the Banban universe with their full approval and support. And here comes the interesting part. The Steam page for Garten of Banban VR has been receiving a lot of updates in recent days. This could be a very important signal, because usually when we see this frequency of updates, it means the developers are working on the final details and that the release might be much closer than we think. Let's not forget that the last official spin-off released was Missing Banban, which came out at the end of May. Since that release, we haven't had any new spin-offs, and this could only mean one thing. It might finally be time for Garten of Banban VR. It really looks like we are entering the phase of turbo updates, the one that always comes right before a new release. But that's not all. There's another piece of news that will make a lot of players happy. Even though Garten of Banban VR was originally designed to work with a VR headset, the developers have already officially confirmed in a message on Discord that the game will include a special mode allowing people to play even without a VR device. This is huge news because it means that everyone will be able to enjoy this spin-off, even those who don't own a VR headset. In practice, the game will have two modes. One for those who want a fully immersive experience in virtual reality, and another for those who prefer to play normally on PC. So get ready, because between Chapter 8 and Garten of Banban VR, the upcoming weeks are going to be full of amazing news. And if the Steam page keeps getting all these updates, I wouldn't be surprised if we soon receive new trailers, images, and official details about both games. Now we're getting into the most interesting part of the video, because I want to talk to you about a new theory that could completely change the way we see the story of Chapter 8. This time it's connected to one of the most mysterious and secretive characters in the entire series. I'm talking about Zulfios. Zulfios is a truly enigmatic character, and his presence has always been surrounded by mystery. He was the first member of the mutant family we encountered in the series, specifically in Chapter 2. However, there's a detail we can't ignore. Banban was also supposed to be a member of the same mutant family. We only discovered this in the first teaser trailer of Chapter 8, but for now, let's set that aside and focus entirely on Zulfios. And here's where things get really interesting. Zulfios has been officially confirmed as one of the characters appearing in Chapter 8. We found this out thanks to the image published by the Euphoric brothers on Monday. In that scene, we see Flambeau walking across a long bridge, and in the background, there's Zulfios watching him carefully. But guys, if we look closely at the image, there's one detail that has driven the entire community crazy. If we analyze Zulfios' head carefully, we'll notice that it's much bigger than usual. Sure, Zulfios has always had a huge head, we know that, but this time it seems to be even more gigantic. It's so enormous that not even his entire head fits into the frame. This can't be a coincidence. The developers wanted to show us something. His head being so large could be a hint of a change in his physical form, possibly caused by more advanced mutations. But that's not all. Some fans believe that this image is also a hidden teaser. If Zulfios is watching Flambeau crossing the bridge, it could mean that in Chapter 8 we will have a direct encounter with him. That would be a huge turning point because until now Zulfios has been a nearly untouchable character. We've seen him, we've studied him, but we've never truly interacted with him. Now, however, everything could change. If we really meet him face to face in Chapter 8, this could open up an incredible number of possibilities. We might finally discover his role in the mutant family. We could find out if he's an ally or an enemy. And most importantly, we might uncover the hidden connection between Zulfios, Banban, and the other members of the mutant family. And let's not forget something very important. Every time the Euphoric brothers release a teaser image, nothing is ever left to chance. Every detail, every shadow, every environmental clue always carries a hidden meaning. And here, the fact that Zulfios' head is so massive can't just be a simple graphical oversight. It almost feels like the developers are preparing us for something huge, literally. And if my theory is correct, in Chapter 8, we might finally witness the true power of Zulfios, a power that until now has remained hidden in the shadows. And who knows, he could even turn out to be one of the main characters of the chapter, or perhaps even the key character needed to unlock the most secret levels. Alright, that's all for today. We've seen together the new updates on the Steam page of Chapter 8. We've talked about the news on Garten of Banban VR and analyzed an incredible theory about Zulfios. But I assure you, it's not over yet, because in the coming weeks there will be new information. So stay tuned, because as soon as there are updates on Chapter 8, I'll be here to share them with you in real time. If you haven't done it yet, subscribe to the channel now and activate the notification bell to not miss the next videos. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. It really helps me to keep bringing new content about Garten of Banban. Thank you so much for watching this video until the end. We'll see each other soon with new theories, new updates, and many more surprises. Bye bye.